university for me. UNA University for me. UNA, 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 UNA. UNA University for me. UNA, UNA. Paradise all your life. University all your dreams. Land is home on your own. Every day. Long, long way. UNA University for me.
Yes, 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 yes. UNA.
UNA.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna need to do that again. I'm gonna need to do that again.
UNA University for me.
Yes, 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 yes.
UNA.
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 All right.
Hey,
I'm in the house.
all your life. University
Can't get this thing started.
all your dreams.
Got my student
Land is
blowing me up,
on your own.
trying to get into this midterm quiz. Wait till the last minute. That's how they
University for me.
How they do. Yes, 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 yes. UNA.
UNA.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm yours, Shirley Deeply Reed. Welcome, 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 and welcome. We're going to go into this thing. You know, we're doing law today. We are doing law today. Welcome. All right. So now, y'all get ready. Have your pen and paper ready because I want you to ask questions so that I can get to them before I get out of here. Going over some law before we get into it. I want to make sure, one moment, y'all know about the trust document. So if you're interested in our membership package, all right, you can find a link in the bio, and it comes with your trust documents. All right, it comes with your membership badge. It also comes with your allodial ID with your photo. And on the back, there's a QR code that will get you access to your documents at all times. Also, we're going to make sure we give you an education on how to use these powerful tools. So we're also going to put them on record for you. If you're interested in that membership package, make sure you find the link in the bio because this is where you're going to be able to get access to this membership package, and it's going to give you all of those tools I just told you about along with the education, and we're going to put them on record for you. The trust package. We're about to talk some law. Give me one moment. We got about to talk some law. Let's get into this now. Last session we talked about what to do when you're in class. All right, we talked about what you need to do when you're in court, rather. All right, my students is blowing me up. I'm in session. Y'all get ready for class. I got a few minutes, so I don't have a lot of time, so I need to go through this. Now, what you got to do when you're in court. We talked about subrogation. We talked about the Miller Act. We also talked about some other things that you need to do when you're in court, some things you need to say. We talked about tacit assent and what that is. Now, I want to talk to you all about, uh, a little bit more, go into detail because I get my guys coming to me about child support and, different things like that concerning court and how to get out of certain things. Now, I need to make this clear that yes, everything has been paid. And, we go into in the university how we need to get ourselves together, especially if we're going into building your own communities or what have you. We get frustrated because uh, we're we feel that some people are not working on our behalf, and these are some things, or there are some things that we need to put into place so that we start doing things for ourselves. Now, a lot of people are trying to use this system because they want to get out of paying things. Oh, well, they defrauded us and they did all of this. They did. However, you made a contract, and we're going to get into why it's important to honor your word. That's one of the things that we haven't been doing. We want to be upset with the system and upset with these people for doing this and upset with these people for doing that. But the problem is that we have not been honoring our word. Now, I'm going to go into that at a later date today because I don't have time today. I got a little bit of time before my class, but I need to speak about this child support. Let's go into what things need to be done in order to deal with that situation. And then I need to go into some things outside of that concerning the paperwork and the documentation. All right. When it comes to child support, once again, let's remember that these courts are private entities. They're not truly government. All right. Now, the problem comes in when you have not put yourself under trust. This is how they're trying to take you to jail and give you a felony. All right. That is because you haven't taken your estate into control. You got to understand when these people are coming after your all capital letter corporation, really they're coming after your all capital letter corporation. But because you keep speaking like the dead entity, they're taking your vessel. You keep saying you're the dead entity, you are the property. Well, then they're going to treat you like such. But once you understand how to stand with your trust, then they can't do these things to you. Now, with respect to child support, and I've told my brothers this, I've dealt with my sisters. There was a case that I had where I had to help a woman get her child back. Not only had they taken her child, they were trying to lock her up, and then they were trying to make her pay child support. One of the things that we did, as I told you, you're always going to create your own court. That court needs to precede you, meaning you send that in long before you step into the court. Okay, because some people weren't here on the last session. Your court is your paperwork. This is a court. We've got four corners. This is a court. Whatever you're writing in this court, they are courts of law. When you write on your documents or you type on them whatever your demands are, that becomes a court of law. And of course, when you go and get it notarized, that notary is acting as a judge in your court of law. This is a court. This court is more powerful than that court you step into that is physical. This court that you have put your laws on is more powerful than that physical court that you step into. All right. And again, when that notary notarizes your document, this becomes a court of law. You put this on record, meaning wherever you're going into court, and especially on county record, this is a court of law and it stands as law above that physical court that you're stepping into. Okay. So now we're understanding that. Now, let's recognize that you're going to put your court of law on record such that your court stands above the court you're about to go into. You got to know how to stand on it as well. The other thing we do is we send in a financial instrument and we're putting the judge on notice to take care of the taxes concerning the case. Now, I'm ready to combine before I don't want to confuse anybody, so I'm gonna just keep it on this child support issue. All right, once you've done that, you're going into the court again. This is not about arguing. We don't argue. There is no argument because, as I told you, well, now if you've put your court in, you've made your demands, but there's no argument. You're just telling the court, did you get the document of the notice that we've sent to you? Okay, well, we've already stated everything that needs to be done. If we're going into court, the only thing we're saying is, Judge, you have been appointed as the trustee to handle all of the taxes and the fines concerning this case, and then that's it. It's called subrogation. We talked about that. I need y'all to understand the same thing applies even when you're talking about a quote unquote criminal case. Now, if you got someone who's there's an issue where they have not harmed another person, meaning you didn't kill anybody, you didn't hurt anybody, you didn't break into anybody's house, and then these are case. It really even that there's no such thing as criminal. I need y'all to understand that. They'll tell you, oh, there's criminal, and then there's civil. Criminal is civil because why? I just told you there's no government. These agencies, they're not truly government. All right. So if there is no true government, then the only thing they're dealing with is money. And it all is about money. So when y'all are asking, well, how such and such this person get off with that crime and this person got away with that crime and this person got, because they know the law. There is no criminal. Everything deals with money. And then if you understand that there is no money, then you understand that there's a financial instrument in play and they know how to take over that financial instrument. Okay. So, yes, there's ways to deal with this on the legal side. When you understand law, yeah, you can put some paperwork through to take care of this, and you can put some paperwork through to take care of that. Okay. So, there is no criminal, everything is civil because none of these agencies are governmental agencies, they're all private. Okay, now you're understanding that. Now somebody's saying, well, did you telling people how to get away with murder and they get away with crime? I don't advocate that, and that's why I don't take cases unless somebody's a student in my class. And there's some cases I wouldn't take at all. Drunk driving. You didn't hurt anybody. If you didn't hurt anybody, you haven't killed anybody, I wouldn't take that case. Why wouldn't I take that case? Well, for the simple fact is that you can get off with the legal paperwork. You can write contracts, courts of law, and create laws or what have you. But you've got to understand there's a higher law. This is one of the things I'm gonna go into, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. You hear me talking about the universal laws constantly because that is a higher law. And even when we're talking about child support, and I've had to tell my clients, and the client that I helped her get her child back, and I helped her to keep from going to jail, and I helped her to do a couple of other things with that case, not having to deal with child support. All of that was paid off. At the same time, I had to tell her about the spiritual side. We can do this paperwork, but are you ready to do the spiritual work to make sure that this doesn't come up again? What am I talking about when I say spiritual work? I want to thank you all for the love, Biggs. Thank you for the love. Uh, Ricky, yes, the United States is a corporation. Thank you, Fitzroy and User and Front Load, APD. Thank you for the love. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. All right. Thank you, Just Be. Welcome. Now, what am I talking about when I'm saying uh that there's a spiritual side to this game? All right. The paperwork is going to work for you only one time. It's only going to work one time. But let's say there's somebody who has been pulled over for drunk driving and this person is a habitual drunk driving offender, and they haven't hurt anybody. But if I go and help them get off with my paperwork, my legal documentation, here's what happens. That person hasn't learned their lesson, first of all, because they got pulled over. It's not, this is an energy that they're bringing because they're doing things that are harmful, potentially harmful to the rest of society. Okay. So I go and help them get off with my legal documentation, not recognizing that the universe is stepping in for a reason. Everything that happens for a reason. People want to tell me, no, they just picking on me because that's how the cops do. They picking on my child. They picking on this and that. That's not how things happen. If it's happening, there's an energy that person, I don't care how old they are bringing it. So let's say this person is continuously getting pulled over by the cops for drunk driving or smoking marijuana or whatever. It's legal, whatever. All right, they get pulled over. And I go and I do my magic right here with my courts of law and I help them get off. Well, let me help you understand what's going to happen. All right. I have just stepped myself in a place where the universe was trying to deliver an energy. This person now turns around and they drive again drunk. But what happens this time is that they actually kill somebody. I need you to understand there's a spiritual ramification for my involvement in helping this person get off. And of course, for them, because they're going to jail. Now, I need y'all to recognize again, all of these laws I talk about, universal laws, that things happen for a reason. Nothing is happenstance. Nothing is happenstance. So when I get people coming at me talking about old cops is they racist and old, this one is they pull these people over because they just dirty or they just trying to pick on us and they picking on this. I know that there's an energy there. And until we're really willing to recognize that we are the ones who bring this energy, then it's going to be more difficult for us to achieve the level that we're looking to achieve because of the simple fact we want to blame everybody else. When the truth of the matter, it is us. The truth of the matter is, it is us. So I need to say this because, yeah, knowing law is great. Knowing law is great. And being able to make sure that these people aren't able to come at us and just arrest us at will and do all kind of negative things, that's great. But then we've got to look at self and understand, well, when are we the ones that are bringing the energy? It's always been us. And until we're ready to recognize that, we're going to find it difficult to create the communities that we want to create, to build the businesses that we want to build. I want to go into another thing that we want to blame everybody on. Credit, your credit report. We want to blame everybody else for our bad credit. When the truth is, what a credit report is showing me, a credit report is telling me what your frequency is. It's telling me who you are on the inside. No, D, but that ain't my credit report because I just did just happen because I things happen and then I just couldn't pay. Okay. See, whenever I have that, even when it comes to people who are in foreclosure, hey, Lo Drugpa, welcome. People who are in foreclosure. This is one of the things I've been in that industry. For those of y'all who've been in the industry and you dealt with people who are going into foreclosure, most of the time these are people they don't communicate. They put their head under the sand. They go ball up in the corner and close their eyes. Oh, I don't want to be seen. Wait, they can see me. Let me close my eyes. Yeah, and then they don't talk. That's indicative of who you are. When I'm looking at your credit report, or you telling me about you going into foreclosure, you having another car being repoed, you're telling me that you put your name on a document and you did not honor your word. You said I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna pay you this, and I'm gonna pay you this. Yeah, there was fraudulent activity, but you didn't know that at the time. At the time, what you knew is, uh, I agreed to do this, and then you didn't do it. That has nothing to do with the contract or the fact that there was fraud. It really doesn't. It has to do with the fact that you said you would do something and you didn't do it. I talked about this last time, last session. I'm going to say this again. If you are here, you got a $200 car note, 300, 400, I don't know how much they cost now. But let's say you got a $400 car note and you are failing to pay it for whatever your reasons are. Can I trust you when I got you in a business over here? Hey, I'm going to give you this $100,000 business now. I just need you to make sure you take care of these bills. All right. You're going to have $50,000 worth of income coming in. You need to make sure this person gets paid, this person. Can I trust you to do that if I can't trust you to pay a $400 car note over here? Do you know how to honor your word? That's why these systems, they show up like this. They show up because we haven't been honorable. When we start being honorable, all of that goes away. I know y'all not getting it because y'all just think, oh, these people, they just hateful, they dirty, they mean, they low down. They saying the exact same thing about you that you are saying about them. It was amazing to me when I was doing some research on this about what the so-called rich think about the so-called poor, the so-called elite. What they think, they look at the people who they think are beneath them. They're like, oh, look at them. They're greedy. They're low down. They're dirty. The same thing most people think about the elite is the same thing the elite think about the poor. They're greedy. How could they think we greedy, D? Because we the ones who's suffering because you haven't learned how to be stewards of what you have. This is what I'm saying. You are putting your name on something and you are agreeing to do it. Your word is supposed to be your bond, and then you don't do it. Somebody could look at you as you greedy. You got the goods, you got the product, you want to keep the product without paying for it. That's greed. So I'm just saying to you, again, we can do this paperwork. We can make magic right here. We can create a court and do all kind of wonderful, magical things. But then the problem is that's only going to work for so long because then the universe has to step in. When you are not honoring your word and the things that you're saying, the universe is going to step in and then there won't be no remedy for you. It's not going to be where you keep drinking and driving and then you have the police are pulling you over and intervening. Why? Because you about to kill somebody. And then somebody else steps in and helps you. And then you keep doing the same thing and eventually you do kill somebody. There won't be a remedy then. Oh, you want me to write some paperwork now that you done killed somebody and get you off the hook again? So you can do it again? No, the universe is going to step in. And then if there's a situation where somebody keeps getting you off, the universe will take you out. The universe will take you out. And it's going to be, you got to understand, all things happen for a reason. It's not just happenstance when, oh, well, suddenly, he got in a car accident or suddenly this happened. It happened for a reason. And I get it. We don't know that because we so, how we say, emotional in this vessel. We don't understand how the universe speaks. So I'm saying it to you. I'm saying it to you. You can use this paperwork to get off, but you must still have integrity. I talked about these 6 things for me, about the people who come around me: kindness, compassion, and love, honor, integrity, and respect. Once again, kindness, compassion, and love, honor, integrity, and respect. When we start acting in those ways, those are the people who are going to show up in our dimension. All of these issues that we have with the system, that's going to go away. All right. And it's great to know this information, good, so you know how to protect yourself. But please don't think that you can get away with doing dirt, because there is a higher law. There's a higher entity that you have to answer to. And it doesn't matter what dimension you on, what level you on, how much money you have, what color you are, what your sex is, none of that matters. If you don't have kindness, compassion, and love, honor, integrity, and respect, you're going to find it very difficult to build anything that you desire to be in. And if you're telling me you can't handle a car note right here, don't start telling me how you want $10 million for your community, because we already know where that money is going to go. You've already shown us. See, people think, well, when I get money, I'm going to give. No, if you're not giving now, you're not going to give when you get money. You think when I get rich, then I'm going to be able to do this and that and that. No, if you can't be a good steward of this little bit right here, you're going to be a terrible steward with the millions if you get it. If you are a bad person or a disrespectful person or dishonorable person with a little bit of money, well, the money is only going to intensify who you already are on the inside. Do you have honor? Do you have integrity? Do you have respect? If you don't have it now, don't think it's going to just pop up inside of you when you get millions. Now, getting back to that side, if you don't have honor, integrity, and respect, it's going to be very difficult for you to get millions, because nobody's going to trust you with it. So once we get ourselves in order on this side right here, because yeah, it's great to know law. And we've been told, yeah, we got millions of dollars and whatever. But I tell y'all again, it was already yours. You're going to regain it. It's going to return to you. But can you keep it this time is the question. Because you're not even recognizing why you lost it. What you talking about, Diva? We was always poor. We ain't never had that. No, you think you forgot who you are as a spiritual entity. That's the problem. You don't know who you are as a spiritual entity. You've been here. You always were. You always will be. How do you make sure you keep it this time when you get the funds back? How do you keep it? If you don't have honor, integrity, and respect, you're not operating in kindness, compassion, and love, it's going to be difficult for you to get it. And when you get it, you won't keep it. All right. I want to know if I have any questions. I'm ready to answer some questions or comments, some disagreements. Two sides of the same coin. Yes. Thank you, Crypto. Trustworthy. Yes. Need to be trustworthy. Thank you, Crypto. And Mr. 100. Thank you for the love, Mr. 100. Number 128 member. All right. Let's see. Melvin Halo. Thank you for the love. Ricky and Biggs, thank you. I'm getting a lot of love tonight. Thank you. Let's see. You must have a bond with the Treasury. Yes. And we go into your Treasury account in Nation Formation and how to make sure you get your Treasury account right. Make sure you have your brokerage account, because those are some things you're going to need. Let's see. I'm just seeing if I have any comments or questions. More. Okay. And I'm going to get out of here because I got class tonight. Thank you, Drukpa. Kindness, compassion, integrity, honor, love, respect. Yes. Thank you, Carla J. Okay, so I'm ready to get out of here. Let's see, I'm just seeing if I have any comments or questions. Crypto says rich and poor are two sides of the same coin, is what I meant. Yes, thank you, Crypto. Rich and poor are two sides of the same coin. Because y'all got to understand, as I keep telling you, I'm going to do it like this. We continuously are switching places. All right. And I also showed you all there's a cycle that we go through where we go from bondage to knowledge to abundance to apathy and then back to back into bondage. So we go, like I said, we're in the bondage, then we come out of that where we gain knowledge and we have all this intelligence or what have you, and then we get courage, and then we end up going into abundance where we have everything we need, and then we stop caring. After you got everything you need, it's like, well, I'm rich. I don't need to do nothing. I don't need to know nothing. And then you go back into apathy, and then once you in apathy, then people who know will come in and take over. And then that'll put you right back into bondage. This is why I'm so adamant about you having knowledge. I'm adamant about you knowing about these tools with the trust package. And people coming at me talking, well, does that mean you own us? Or UNA own us? UNA don't want to own you. We need you to know how to use these documents. All right? Speaking of these documents, make sure if you want to get the membership package, find the link in the bio so you can get the membership package. You can find us on UNA University. You can send us a message if you want to, send us an email. Just get in touch with us, okay? So if you're interested in the trust package, these are your trust documents, your membership badge, your allodial ID with your photo on it. We're going to give you an education on what it is. Make sure you have a clue at least about what's going on. And also, we're going to make sure that we put your documents on record for you. All right. So, want to say thank you for listening. 650. The package is $650. Divine, thank you for the question. $650, and it comes with everything that I just mentioned. So please, let's get to the point where we operate in integrity. Because as soon as we get there, this system won't be something that you say is holding you back. And once again, we are getting back to what my friend Crypto said. Two sides of the same coin. You had the riches at one point. You had the riches. And then it flipped. Somebody else is now in control because you chose to go into apathy. Well, I'm telling you, we're going to keep from doing that. That's not going to happen again. All right. I want y'all to know I love you. Divillery has got to get out of here. I got class. All my students, load up into the university because we're going to go into it. All right.
UNA University for me. UNA.
Got Thanksgiving coming up. Enjoy your holidays. All right, love y'all. People's in my class. Let's go. Bye-bye. Everybody give me a bye, y'all.
On your own. Every day. Long way. UNA University for me.
Yes, 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 yes. UNA.
UNA.
Yeah.